Good evening, grade 10 IPA. Okay, today we will start with Unit 2, Avoiding Identity Theft. We're focusing on listening and speaking, so you can open your textbook for listening and speaking. We're going to review part listening 1. Just like you did your pre-study already at home, you watched the video and answered or did the activities in your textbook for listening and speaking. And today we're going to review that, and you can ask questions and give input, anything you want to know, anything you want to share. This is your time to do so. Also, if you still have any questions about your projects, you can ask. Guys, make sure that you finish all the homework, all the material for Unit 1, because now as we're starting Unit 2, you should have already done everything, but for those who haven't, please make sure that you quickly finish up everything so you don't have an overload of work. You have to do everything, so you cannot just think like, there's some activities I won't do. No, you have to have done all the homework, okay? Now, and it is also important for Unit 2 that you keep your own progress going. Maybe at the beginning of the school year, it was all new and you had to adjust to it. And also maybe it wasn't always that clear regarding what you were supposed to do. But as you know, since Unit 1 and also now again, I made you a unit schedule. In it, it states exactly what you have to do per week and what your focus is. And I already made a preparation for your homework, your projects in that. So you can just follow that. Also in Moodle, I have already uploaded everything, all the material, all the announcements for every homework, everything you need to do. So you actually just have to follow it. It's also already with the dates. I have in it also written down an announcement for the ebook for listening and speaking, reading and writing. And in it, if you open it in the instructions, it explains that, for example, for listening and speaking, for listening part 1, which activities you're listening to, and focus on speaking. And so for reading 1, reading 2, focus on writing. And for each of those categories or parts, it's already written which activities you need to do. But you gotta keep a list for yourself, which ones you've already done. So I will not keep reminding you now. You gotta remember by yourself. And because those activities are not separately put in, so you can tick them off one by one. The announcements are only put in as a group for listening and speaking, reading and writing. So you gotta keep your own a list of what you've already done or what you still need to do. But if you're confused, like what the activities are called and how many there are, it's already mentioned in Moodle, so you can look at that, yeah? Okay, there are some of you who haven't given the journal yet. I already sent a WhatsApp yesterday. For the log, I will do the same thing. And I will still go over the ebook activities. For those who haven't done it, I will give an update because we're close to our midterm report, so it's super important you've finished everything. Any questions about this maybe? No? Okay, then we're gonna continue with our material. Now, if you're looking at here, let's really quickly look at the picture. We see here that a man is trying to steal someone's wallet. Yeah, and there are a lot of valuable things in a wallet. What kind of things can we find in a wallet, guys? Anyone who would like to respond? What can we find in a wallet besides credit cards and ATM cards we can find? What
Money.
Yeah, money. What else?
ID card.
Very good, ID card. So it's not always money people are after straight away, but sometimes it's your ID card, and then they will use your identity information in order to steal. And that is what it's called identity theft is where they steal your identity, and with your identity, they get money or things. Yeah. Identity theft is the fastest growing crime around the world. Thieves steal more than 200 billion US dollars from victims each year. Okay, that's just scary. Why do you think this crime is increasing? Anyone can comment on that? Why is it getting worse? Identity theft or even online theft? Anyone? Okay, I'd like to ask Vanessa. Vanessa, can you answer that? Why do you think identity theft is getting worse? Vanessa, good morning. No. Okay, Sean, are you here this morning?
Yes.
Hi, can you answer number 2?
I think it's increasing because for example, if online, it's getting more easier because more people are leaving their digital footprints all over the internet. And for identity theft, usually for now, a thief just grabs your ID and put your wallet back. So usually for teens, we don't realize that something is missing from our wallet.
Right. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Well explanation. Yeah. So there's a lot of this kind of stuff going on, and also online people portraying to be a bank and all that. During this pandemic, I'd like to ask Karen. Karen, are you here this morning? Karen?
Yes, miss.
Hi. Do you think that identity theft or online theft is getting worse now we are in this pandemic? Or is it still the same?
It's still the same.
Yeah. A lot of people are losing their jobs, and I don't have the statistic with me right now, but I do think it's getting worse though, that people are stealing and trying through online ways to get to people's money, because a lot of people, like in this pandemic, so many people lost their jobs or do not earn enough, and therefore mostly crime rates go up. Kind of scary, yeah? How can you keep your personal information safe? Yeah, you shouldn't share things with people. Keep your personal items to yourself, you know? And yeah, well, what Shyam just said, there's a lot, we leave a lot of personal prints on the internet. That's one thing for sure. So that's quite scary as well, right? Yeah, we try to protect ourselves as good as we can. Okay, that brings us into listening 1. You have read and listened to Lily's story, and the vocabulary here. Well, remember to always pay notice to the vocab, because that's definitely what comes back in your test, but also what is important to use in your speaking test or in your writing, right? So in this case, if we very quickly go to page 216, now that brings us to the word list for Unit 2. Authorize, charge, commit, confirm, deal with, expose, file a complaint, paranoid, proof of identification, protect, purchase, risk, shred, tip, and victim. These are the words for listening and speaking. You know, for reading and writing, we will have different words, right? And so also the grammar for listening and speaking is different from the grammar for reading and writing. Okay, so Unit 2, models of advice. That's what we're going to look at. So this grammar and these words, I really hope you will use them in your speaking test. Okay, cool beans. Now, go back to page 30. So the vocab, what we're focusing on in this factor is identity theft, online phishing. That's not catching a fish though, yeah? It's like stealing identity or information, personal information. We're looking at confirm, purchases, authorize, complaint, victim. We're looking at words and phrases, exposed, paranoid, proof of identification, and deal with. Yeah. Now we're gonna place those words with the correct definition. So I'd like you to help me out with that. Who would like to voluntarily annotate this? Anyone, maybe? No? Okay, who'd like to try answer number 1? Confirm. What's confirm?
B.
Yeah. Dimas, can you annotate that, or is that difficult for you?
To say or prove that something is true.
Yeah. Do you know how to type that in? Or okay, that's already typed in. That's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna not type this in. Who would like to do that for me? Who did it just now? Dimas, did you do that just now?
No, I'm not.
No, no.
I
Okay,
don't.
whoever wants to do it, go ahead. That's really cool. Okay, number 2, charge. I'm gonna ask. I'm just gonna call out some names. Then I also know whether you're really in this class or not. Gonna just start from the top. Let me see. Aksara, are you here? Aksara.
Yes, I'm here, miss.
Okay, number 2.
Charge. Mm, the amount on a bill that you have to pay for something.
Exactly.
B.
Very good.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, number 3. I go to Winona. Winona,
Yes, miss.
can you do number 3? Purchase.
E.
Read it, please.
Number 3, purchase.
E, yeah? E, something that has been bought. E. Okay, number 4, thank you. Authorize. I go to Bagus. Bagus,
Yes, miss.
please answer.
Number 4.
Yes.
G, miss.
Authorize is actually H, to give permission for something. H. Thank you. 5, file a complaint. Vanessa? Vanessa? No, no Vanessa. Right. Sean?
Yes.
Oh, Vanessa, you're there. Wait. Vanessa, please answer. Vanessa.
Wait, miss.
What's 5, Vanessa?
I don't know, miss.
Okay. Then I'm gonna ask Sean.
Yes.
What's the answer to 5?
Number 5 is J, to send
Yeah.
a letter saying that something bad or illegal happened.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Number 6, victim. I'm gonna ask Angel. Angel,
Yes, miss.
can you answer, please?
6 is I. Someone who has been hurt by someone or something.
Yes, I. Correct. Okay, the next one is for Budi. 7, exposed. So number 6 is I. 7, exposed.
Exposed is I think Sim is
Yeah.
in danger of being harmed.
Yeah, that's correct. Cool. Thank you. Okay, number 8, paranoid. I'm gonna ask Samuel.
Yes, miss.
What's the answer?
Uh,
We
A,
have,
Miss.
yeah, A, correct. Believing that you cannot trust other people, yeah? A, good. Thank you. Proof of identification. Ben? Good morning, Ben.
Yeah, Miss.
Can you answer number 9?
Wait.
I cannot hear you.
Wait, Miss.
Okay.
G, Miss. F, Miss.
Yep. F. Documents or papers that show you who you are. Good, thank you. Last one, deal with. I want to ask Ricky.
Yes.
Number 10.
To do what is necessary to solve a problem.
Yep, correct. G, thank you. Guys, have any questions about this? Awesome beans. Then we can continue. We go to the next page. Looked at previewing. Previewing important, yes, in reading and in listening as well. In reading, when you preview, you look at introduction and the title and all that. Here, for listening, you also look at an introductory or a preview that is written down, like this one here. This is like a preview that will help you to create a focus and therefore know what to listen for or how to take notes. And you look at the title, because the title definitely also tells you whether you're listening to a monologue. Is it a speech? Is it a presentation? Or is it a dialogue? Is it a conversation? Is it a debate, a discussion? Yeah, whatever that is, that already gives you an idea also what to listen for. Okay, so preview is important to build focus and therefore know what to listen for and how to take notes. Now, here it says Lily's wallet was stolen at a restaurant. The thief used her personal information to open credit cards in her name. Well, in this story, Lily describes what happened next. Now, you had to listen to the excerpt. Remember that an excerpt is a smaller part taken from a complete part, so it's not a complete listening section. Circle the correct answer, discuss your answer. Now, this is an excerpt from what you heard here. Is that the beginning? Is that the middle? Is that the end? Okay, let's just listen.
So by the end of the week, I was feeling totally helpless and like a total victim. What do I do now? I have $30,000 worth of credit card bills in my name with my address. And I felt really exposed. Somebody knows who I am, where I live, what my phone number is, and I'm helpless to stop this.
Yeah, so this person explains about her situation. Now, is what you heard, is that the beginning, the middle, or the end? And I'm going to ask Budi. Budi?
Yes, Miss.
What is the answer? Which one? A, B, or C?
I think B, Miss.
Yeah, it's the middle. Very good. She says like so by the end of the week. So can be sometimes used to close something, but in this case she talks of so as a result, as what comes after that, as resulting into. So by the end of the week, that means that she's still in the middle of her explanation. So it's definitely be good. Okay, so you had to listen for the main ideas, listen to it, to the whole story, and circle the correct answer. So number 1, I'm going to ask Kania. Kania, can you answer number 1?
It's a store called her.
Very good. Yeah. It's a store called her. Awesome. Okay, we're going to go to number 2. I'm going to ask Cristianto. Cristianto, good morning. Okay, no Cristianto. So we go to Prakoso.
Yes, miss.
Hi, can you do number 2?
Oh yeah. A.
What
He
happened?
got billed for purchases that she didn't make.
Yep, very good. So sad, yeah? Awesome, thank you. Cool, so both are A. We're gonna go now to the next page. Thank you, Nathaniel. You're doing an amazing job, man. Okay, number 3. How did Lily deal with the bills she received? I am going to ask Raphael.
Uh, she went to the stores and complained to the manager.
Not really. She wrote letters to the stores and explained what happened. So she wrote letters first. That's how it actually went. So it's actually B. Thank you, though. Okay, number 4. How did being a victim of identity theft affect Lily? The next in line is Nathaniel. Can you answer this one?
It's C.
Yep, she worries that it will happen again. Of course, that's mostly what happens with victims. They're scared that what has happened will happen again. Awesome. Any questions, guys? No? Okay, then we straight away go to details. Now you have to listen again and complete the summary of Lily's story. So basically, now you would have to listen for details. And what we did just now, you were listening for main points, more a general idea, and now you're listening for the details. But it's still, everything that is in here is in the audio. Okay, we continue. I'm going to Nicholas. Good morning, Nicholas. Can you please read the first sentence? Do number 1.
Okay.
Do the whole sentence. So you do number 1 and 2.
Okay. Lily got a phone call from a jewelry store saying that someone with her name had purchased a diamond ring.
Yeah, so it's a actually a department store. Department store saying that she had a diamond ring. Department store and diamond ring. Correct. Thank you. Okay, we go to Maria. 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 Gisela.
Yes, miss.
Gisela, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Kevin?
Yes, miss.
Aye. Can you do the next one? Just read the whole sentence up till, the whole sentence. So number 3.
From Lily.
From they want it.
Oh, they wanted her to authorize the purchase. Lily knew there was something wrong because she was at wait at home all day.
Yeah, correct. At home. She was at home. Thank you. Okay, we continue. Dimas?
Yes, me. Yeah, yes, I am.
Can you continue reading, doing number 4?
Okay.
The woman?
The woman on the phone said that Lily was probably a victim of identity theft. She told Lily to file a complaint.
Correct. Exactly. Karen? Karen? Good morning, Karen. Okay, Jocelyn? Jocelyn?
Yes, miss.
Can you do the next one? So you read in the next week until charges. So number 5 and 6.
In the next week, Lily received almost 40 bills from different stores, totaling about $30,000 in charges.
Yeah, very good. So 40 and 30,000. It's a whole lot of money, and it's kind of scary. Kaka, can you do number 7? Kaka? Okay. Then I'm gonna ask Aksara. Aksara, can you do number 7 for me?
She felt exposed because the thief know her bank account number.
Yeah. Yeah, her name and address. The thief knew her name and her address, and that's why she felt exposed. It's kind of scary. Thank you. Okay, continuing. We know na.
Number 18.
Yeah.
Deal with the problem. She sent her proof of identification to all the stores and confirmed that she had made delivery.
It's actually the police report. So she sent the police reports to all the stores to confirm. Yeah, because she first sent a letter and then she showed the police report she didn't do it. Thank you. And number 9 is she stopped getting new bills after about 4 months. 4 months. Last one, Samuel, can you do the last one? Read from Lily Worries. Sam?
Yeah, miss.
Can you do the last one? Read from Lily Worries.
Yeah, miss.
Please read it.
Yeah, miss.
Start here with reading.
Getting a credit card is too easy.
Yeah, Lily worries about becoming a victim again. She thinks that getting a credit card is easy. Continue the sentence, please.
At most department stores, she thinks everyone should be worried about identity.
Correct. Thank you very much, Sam. Well done. Okay, awesome. So that brings us, first off, any questions, guys? So this is for you having to listen to details and being able to recognize them in a text. Very well done. Okay. Okay, I think we should. Thank you, Nathaniel. Well done. You're amazing. Okay, making inferences, remember, is basically an educated guess where you are guessing for the underlying meaning, which is called the implied meaning of something. And you do that by looking for facts, combining the facts in order to get a conclusion, and that is your implied meaning. Okay, in this case, we're inferring for emotion. So we're basically trying to grasp what the emotion is of a person by listening to the intonation. The intonation of how someone speaks, the intonation goes up, your voice goes up, your voice goes down. The intensity of that can either show that someone is angry, surprised, is just factual, just saying something, reporting something, or sad, or depressed, or down, or happy, joyful, excited. We can grasp a lot from intonation, and that mostly goes with gestures, facial expressions, you know. It's beautiful how basically the way we speak, the sound of our voice, the emphasis we make, and how we express ourselves with our facial expressions and gestures, we communicate emotion. Now, today we're basically learning that from intonation that goes up and down, we can get a lot. Mostly when the intonation is like this and goes down, we're reporting something, so more factual based. But when, for example, the intonation is more fluctuative and goes up in the end, then we're mostly talking about a surprise. So for instance, if I say to you, okay, good morning, everybody. Today we're going to study about that's more reporting. But if I would say, good morning, everybody. Today we're going to study about then there's more excitement in the voice. Now, that is basically what we are supposed to do. Let me ask first which is which. Number one, you had to write down which one was the report and which was the excitement. We're going to listen to it one more time, and then we're going to go over the questions.
1. Statement A.
I'm going to get a bill for this.
Statement B.
I'm going to get a bill for this?
So you hear that? The first one, the voice goes down, that is reporting. The second one, the voice went up, that is a surprise.
2. Statement A.
We have a problem?
Statement B.
We have a problem.
3. Statement A.
You don't need proof of identification.
Statement B.
You don't need proof of identification?
Awesome beans. So you can hear it here, how the intonation goes up and down. Now my question is, the first one, I'm going to ask Jocelyn. Jocelyn, in number 1, A, what is A? Is it reporting or surprise?
A is reporting.
Yep, A is reporting. So B is surprised. Yeah, you can definitely hear that in the voice. Okay, Nathaniel, are you still writing it down or should I? Awesome beans, thank you. So yeah, B was surprised because it was like, I'm going to get a bill for this. It goes up, so it's a surprised sound. Number 2, I'm gonna ask Ben Caleb. Can you answer that one for us? Which one is statement A? Ben? Good morning, Ben. Oh, there he goes. Hi, Ben. Okay, let me ask someone. Oh, I think Ben has a problem with connection. That's okay. Let me go to Raphael. Raphael, can you answer that for me? Which one is statement A?
Statement A. I don't know, Miss.
No? Okay, let me ask Nathaniel. Nathaniel, which one is statement A?
Reporting is A and surprise is B.
This is the other way around.
Okay, never mind.
No worries. So surprise is A and reporting is B. If you listen to it, you can hear how it goes up and down. Yeah? So the surprise one is definitely A.
1.
For them.
Statement B.
I'm going to get a bill for this?
Now listen to the second one.
2. Statement A.
We have a problem?
As it goes up.
Statement B.
We have a problem.
Yeah, so definitely like this. Okay, number 3. I'm gonna ask Kanya. Kanya, can you tell me, in number 3, you don't need proof of identification. Which one is statement A?
The reporting is statement A and surprise is statement B.
Very good. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, so basically from here we can conclude that you can infer or you can hear basically when someone is just informative, reporting something like neutral, somebody's surprised, the intonation goes up. Reporting or being neutral, the information goes down. Or the intonation, not the information, the intonation. Yeah. And so basically, from the intonation of how people speak, we can hear whether they're happy, not happy, sad, or whatever. Right? Awesome beans. Okay, we go to the last part, and then we're done with listening one. This is expressing opinions. I feel more paranoid about identity theft after hearing Lily's story. I want to ask Kevin. Kevin, how would you answer to number one?
Number one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't really understand.
Okay, let me ask you this way, Kevin. In this time of this pandemic, and there's a lot of online theft. There's a lot of people who do scamming, penipuan lah. Maybe also because of the circumstances, a lot of people lost their jobs, need money. Now, knowing that these things happen, how does that make you feel? Does that make you scared or more careful, or you don't care?
More careful?
Do you think people should be scared?
No, but they need to be aware.
Okay, that's really well said. I agree with you totally. Like, why would we be scared? But yes, we are aware, meaning that we know that it happens. And because you are aware, you will probably be more careful, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Does anyone have a story about identity theft or online theft? Maybe any of you have had an experience with that or know someone who had? Something you'd like to share? Okay, do you believe that there's nothing we can do to prevent identity theft? It is hard though, but I think like Kevin said, maybe the awareness and being careful is one way to prevent it, right? Yeah, and yeah, definitely keeping your personal things to yourself. Yes, go ahead, Dimas.
I thought that identity theft is right now it's very big deal, but it's like a common issues in our community because it have been happened since maybe end of 2010 because so many people, especially in businessmen, people who has a lot of money in their debit card or something like that, and their number, especially number, that's because that's really annoying when so many people that send you messages ask about what does it mean, like asking for kind of currency or a model of business by message and or something like it's like a tip, yeah, in by message. And then especially my family and also me have been received so many messages like that for a couple of years, then that's so annoying. So I thought that I don't know how to prevent this identity theft because it's kind of a big deal, but because the point is not about how we protect it, but the point is about how governments protect it. Because until right now, there is no any governments in the world that make some obligation how to protect their people identity, because now we can share our identity by an internet, right? It's so easy someone to take our identity and then just like know your name and then check it on email. You can get our email and then something like that. That's so annoying.
Yeah.
And especially like when we are put our name in e-commerce, like example like Tokopedia, then maybe someone inside of Tokopedia, like last year issue that Tokopedia, some of ex-worker in Tokopedia just sell their customer identity. So it sounds really bad, but I don't have any idea how to deal with it.
Yeah, understood. That's a very, very good point that you're making there. Thank you for sharing that, because that is the case where at one point we can be as careful as we can be, but there's a point where actually government should definitely protect. Too much information is out there, names, addresses, so many things that people can so easily get to. And yeah, from one side, if people want to be mean, they can be mean. And like you stated, those are ex-workers who formerly worked at a certain company and then sell the information about text messages. Yeah, I often also get text messages of people, you know, like a lot are also offering loans and all that kind of stuff. And well, there are people who are wise enough or understand that good enough, but there are people who don't understand and trust things very easily and therefore easily get scammed. I don't know. I think besides of prayer and being very wise and careful with what we do, yeah, I think that's all we can do. And I personally really hope that our government will only make better ways to protect its people. That's definitely also something that we should pray for, you know, besides ourselves being good and doing right and being careful. We can also pray for that, right? Yeah, that's the point though, because if you really think about it, it's kind of scary. Okay, awesome. Anyone else? Or maybe a question? You know what? These are actually interesting discussions, Law, like what's going on in the world and how do we protect ourselves, you know? And what is there to do? Okay, so for today, we're going to have a video comprehension. So now I don't know if yours is a video or just an audio. I think it was hard for me to get the audio for or the video for you copied. So it's an audios, but the same audio as the video. I want you to access that. Oh, it's already open. Listen to it and answer the questions. It's an extra practice for you. You can find the link in your ebook for listening and speaking. Just go to the table of contents, go to Unit 2, and then go to tasks and tests. In there, you see a video comprehension. Click that one and you find the link. Okay. And that is it for today. Remember, when we are looking, give me 1 sec, I'm going to show you your unit schedule just to make sure that you remember what is important to focus on for this week. Let me show you that quickly. Yeah, so here we have the unit schedule, right? So come on. This week's focus for Zoom was listening 1 and video comprehension, and the project for this week, what we're focusing on is on researching. So as last week you were supposed to, okay, it's jumping. Last week you were supposed to be doing brainstorm for your speaking test and your writing. And basically this week you're gonna use that brainstorm in order that will help you guide you to do your research for your speaking, and next week you will do that for your journal. So use your brainstorm, that will direct you in your research, and if you find more ideas, you can add your ideas. Your post-study this week will be your ebook for listening and speaking. You're gonna do part listening 1, and you'll do all the activities in listening 1. I've already opened them, so you can start with that. For your pre-study, which is your prep for next week's Zoom, I already sent you the video yesterday, so watch the video and do the activities of reading 1 in your textbook for reading and writing. It is important you do this because otherwise you come to a Zoom meeting unprepared, and it's also very important that you have questions. So once you do that and you come across questions, you can just write them down and make the best out of the time that we have. Okay, so this is the focus of this week. Remember that. If you're still confused about your tests, remember you can just look here. You have this schedule. It's in Moodle. Everything is in Moodle. All your activities, all your tasks, all the announcements, it's all there. And yesterday I already uploaded also your scoring rubric for your speaking test. So please notice that as well. The journals I've already checked. There were several people who hadn't given it to me yet. I mentioned that in your WhatsApp group already. For those who were not mentioned, have been checked already, you can just access your journal, and from there you can see your score and you can see the editing that I did. You have to look at it because it'll help you to do better for Unit 2. I edited already. Okay? If there are, oh wait, Yeah, are there any other questions maybe that I can help with? Nothing about the project maybe? No? Okay then, in that case, I thank you for today's lesson. God bless you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.